My dear one, take a slow, gentle breath with me. Let your body soften for a moment. You've been carrying so much, so many expectations, so many stories about what's possible and what isn't. You may have been doing your best for a long time, and yet somewhere deep inside, there might be a quiet voice that whispers, there must be more. More peace, more freedom, more abundance. And that little whisper is right. There is more. There has always been more waiting for you. Not out there in some faraway place, but right within your own beautiful mind and heart. Today, I want to share something very special with you, something simple, yet deeply powerful. It's about the power of a single thought. Just one thought, held for a few seconds, can open doors to a life that feels freer, richer, and more supported. Many people believe they need to work endlessly, to struggle and strive to bring abundance into their lives. But the truth is, abundance is not something we chase, it's something we allow. It flows naturally when we are aligned with the energy of life itself. You see, every moment you are thinking, your thoughts are painting the atmosphere around you. They are the brushstrokes of your inner world. Sometimes we create paintings of peace and joy. Other times, without realizing it, we fill the canvas with worry, fear, or doubt. But the wonderful thing is, the canvas is never permanent. You can start painting again at any time. You can choose a new thought, a new color, a new feeling, and your world begins to change with it. I know, sometimes it feels as though the world has the final say. You may look at your bank account or the bills or your work and think, how could things ever be different? But my dear, everything that appears around you began as a thought first. Everything you can touch or see started in someone's mind. A simple idea, held with belief and emotion, grew into a physical experience. So when we shift the thoughts we hold, even for a few seconds, we begin shifting the direction of our life. There's a gentle power in that, isn't there? Knowing that you don't have to wait for the outer world to change before you can feel free or abundant. You can begin right now within your own mind. Life responds not to what we wish for, but to what we truly believe and feel to be possible. That is why I want you to open your heart today to a new understanding, a new way of thinking about abundance that is easy, natural, and joyful. When I talk about abundance, I don't just mean money. I mean the fullness of life, love, peace, ideas, support, beauty, laughter, and everything that makes your heart feel alive. The energy that creates stars and oceans is the same energy that moves through you. And that energy wants to flow freely. It wants to express itself as your joy, your success, your comfort, your creativity. So when we begin to think thoughts that say, I am supported, I am open, I am ready, the entire universe responds. It begins to move in harmony with those thoughts. Now you might ask, how can just one thought make such a difference? Because, my dear, thoughts are not small. They are energy, and energy is the foundation of everything. A loving thought carries a vibration that goes out into the universe and calls back more of that same energy. When you think thoughts of fear, you call in more things to fear. When you think thoughts of abundance and gratitude, you invite more things to be grateful for. The beautiful part is that you don't need to think perfectly all day long. You don't need to force yourself to be positive every minute. Life doesn't ask for perfection. It only asks for awareness. Even a few seconds of loving, abundant thought can begin to reshape your vibration. And when that vibration changes, the outer world begins to follow. Let's talk about how thoughts carry energy. Every idea that crosses your mind has its own frequency. Think of it like a radio station. When you tune into a joyful, confident thought, you start receiving experiences that match that station. If you tune into worry or doubt, life begins to echo that too. It's not punishment, it's simply reflection. The universe is your mirror, showing you where your mind has been dwelling. For example, when you wake up in the morning and immediately think, today is going to be hard, your body begins to prepare for struggle. Your shoulders tense, your breath shortens, your energy feels heavy. But if instead you wake up and say softly to yourself, today I open to the good that life offers me, your body responds differently. You feel lighter, your heart opens, and suddenly little moments of grace start appearing throughout your day. Maybe someone smiles at you unexpectedly, or something you needed shows up easily. That's not coincidence. It's the power of thought. Every cell in your body listens to what you think. When you think loving thoughts, your body relaxes and thrives. When you think fearful thoughts, your body contracts. That's why when we shift our thinking, we don't just change our mind. We change our energy field, our emotions, even our health. The mind and body are not separate. They are partners in creation. And this brings us to the wonderful discovery that a single thought, when held with feeling for just 7 seconds, begins to create real momentum in your energy field. 7 seconds may seem like nothing, but it's long enough to imprint a frequency that begins attracting similar vibrations. When you hold a loving, prosperous thought for 7 seconds, you're like a musician striking a clear note that vibrates through the universe. The longer and purer you hold it, the stronger the echo becomes. The reason 7 seconds matters is because it's enough time for your thought to stabilize, to gather emotional power. Most people's minds jump from one idea to another so quickly that energy doesn't have time to focus. But when you lovingly hold one abundant thought for 7 seconds, the universe listens. It begins organizing circumstances, people, and opportunities that match that frequency. You might wonder if this really works, but notice how quickly your body reacts to a fearful thought. Think about something that worries you, and within seconds your heart rate changes, your breath shortens, and your energy drops. If one fearful thought can affect your body so quickly, imagine what one loving, abundant thought can do when held with intention and calm. Try it now. Close your eyes for a moment and think of a thought that feels abundant. It could be, life supports me, or I am open to receiving all good. Hold that thought in your mind and feel it in your heart. Breathe it in gently and keep it there for 7 slow seconds. Feel how your body begins to shift, how your energy expands. That's creation. That's abundance in motion. This simple 7-second practice teaches us the power of focus. You don't have to think of abundance all day. You only need to align with it often enough that it becomes your natural frequency. Life will begin to show you new possibilities because you are now tuned to receive them. Sometimes people think they must fight or struggle to attract abundance. They believe that only through effort can things change. But this is not the way of the universe. The universe is built on flow. It expands through ease, not tension. When we hold thoughts of ease, we enter the current of life instead of swimming against it. And I want you to know that you are worthy of abundance right now, not after you work harder, not after you prove yourself, not after something changes. You are worthy because you exist. You were born deserving of love, support, and prosperity. Life does not withhold from you. Only fear and old beliefs create walls that block the flow. When you understand that, you begin to take your power back. You realize that every moment is a chance to choose a thought that opens doors instead of closing them. You might choose to think, there's enough for everyone, or the universe always provides what I need. Each of those thoughts, when held with feeling, begins to reshape your reality. So the next time you catch yourself worrying, just pause, take a breath, place your hand gently on your heart, and say, in this moment, I choose abundance. Hold that feeling for 7 seconds. That's all it takes to begin aligning with the flow of life again. You don't have to figure out how everything will happen. You only need to hold the vibration that says it can happen. The universe takes care of the rest. The truth is, abundance is not outside of you. It's within your consciousness. When you change your inner dialogue, the outer world rearranges itself to match. I've seen this truth unfold in countless lives, again and again. People who once felt lost or hopeless began to experience ease and opportunities when they started changing their thoughts. You are a magnificent creator. The energy that flows through the stars flows through you. Every thought you think sends ripples into the universe, shaping matter and motion. And the universe always says yes to whatever vibration you send. So send it love, send it gratitude, send it trust, send it the thought that you are safe, supported, and infinitely provided for. Let's come back to that 7-second awareness. The next time you think a thought of worry, stop for a moment and notice it. Then, instead of judging yourself, gently choose again. Think a thought of ease, even if it feels small at first. Things always work out for me. I am guided. Everything is unfolding perfectly. Hold it for 7 seconds. Feel your breath soften as you think it. That is the moment of creation. That is the moment your energy shifts from lack to love. Each time you do this, you're building a new pattern in your subconscious mind. You're training it to expect abundance instead of limitation. Over time, those 7 seconds multiply and create a vibration of prosperity that becomes your new normal. You begin to notice that life responds more gently, that people are kinder, that solutions appear where problems once lived. This is not luck. It is alignment. You don't need to see the full path ahead. You only need to hold the thought that light will guide you. You don't need to force abundance. You only need to allow it. When you choose to think thoughts that support your highest good, life expands effortlessly. You become a magnet for good because you are radiating the frequency of good. So often we forget that our mind is the seed of everything. A seed doesn't struggle to become a flower. It simply receives sunlight, water, and nourishment, and naturally unfolds into beauty. The same is true for you. When you nourish your mind with loving thoughts, you bloom into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. Abundance is not something we earn, it's something we align with, and alignment happens through attention. Those 7 seconds of pure thought are your moment of alignment. They're your invitation to the universe saying, "Yes, I'm ready for more." Hold that readiness with ease, not pressure. Let it be gentle, like sunlight touching your skin. Know that every time you choose to focus on the good for even a few seconds, you're sending a signal to life that says, "I trust you." And life always answers that trust with love. When you begin to understand the power of your thoughts, you become more careful about what you think, not out of fear, but out of love. You realize your mind is sacred ground. You tend to it with kindness, knowing that what you plant there will grow into your experience. And so, my dear, I invite you to begin a new habit. Several times a day, stop for a few seconds and think one abundant thought. Feel it deeply. Let it become real in your body. That's all it takes. Those few seconds will build a bridge between where you are and the abundant life that's waiting to unfold. You are not separate from abundance. You are its expression. The energy that breathes life through the universe breathes through you right now. And when you align your thoughts with that truth, everything begins to flow easily, naturally, beautifully. So often we move through life with a quiet sense of lack. It may not even be something we talk about. It hides underneath our actions in little thoughts like, "I don't have enough," or "It's too late for me," or "Others have it easier." These thoughts may seem small, but they shape how life responds to us. lack is not truly about what we have or don't have. It's a mindset, a vibration, a habit of seeing the world through the lens of limitation. And the beautiful thing about habits is that they can be changed. Lack begins to dissolve the very moment we become aware of it. Awareness is light, it illuminates the shadow. You might begin to notice when you say things like, "I can't afford that," or "I'll never get ahead." These phrases are simply echoes of fear. They are not truth. The truth is that the universe you live in is infinitely abundant. There is no shortage of ideas, opportunities, or possibilities. What feels scarce is only what the mind believes to be unavailable. When we hold thoughts of lack, our energy tightens, the body contracts, the breath shortens, and we begin to feel separate from life. But when we choose thoughts of allowing, thoughts that say, "I am open to receive," or "good things are coming my way," something begins to shift. The heart opens, the breath deepens, the body softens into peace. Allowing is simply letting life in. You don't have to fight for abundance, you only need to stop resisting it. Many people unknowingly resist their good because they feel unworthy of it. They've been taught to believe that abundance must be earned, that they must do more, give more, or prove more before life can give back to them. But my dear, you are already deserving. You were born deserving. Your worthiness is not up for debate. It is your birthright. Let that truth settle in your heart. You are worthy of ease. You are worthy of joy. You are worthy of every good thing this universe has to offer. The only thing that keeps abundance away is the belief that it is far from reach. Yet abundance is not something that needs to be chased. It is something that needs to be accepted. You don't open the door by force. You open it by relaxing your hand on the handle. If you've been carrying fear about money or success or even love, know that those fears are simply invitations to look deeper, to see where you have forgotten your connection to life's goodness. Every fear of lack is really a call for trust. Life is not withholding anything from you. It has been waiting patiently for you to say yes, to say, "I am ready to receive." You can begin this transformation with a small practice. The next time you find yourself worrying about what's missing, pause and take a breath. Then gently shift your inner dialogue. Instead of saying, "I don't have enough," say, "I have all that I need and more is on its way." Instead of, "It never works out for me," say, "Everything always works in my favor." You are not lying to yourself. You are retraining your mind to remember the truth. Each new thought of allowing is like opening a window in a dark room. The light pours in, and you begin to see that life has always been ready to support you. When you release resistance, life rushes in to fill that space with grace. That's the miracle of shifting from lack to allowing. It doesn't require struggle, only willingness. And now, my dear, I want to share with you something sacred, a thought that activates unlimited abundance. It is so simple, yet it holds the power to transform your energy, your emotions, and your experiences. The thought is this: life supports me in every possible way. Say it softly to yourself. Feel the words as you breathe them in. Life supports me in every possible way. This is not just a sentence. It is a vibration of truth. You are supported by the air you breathe, by the earth beneath your feet, by the love that flows through your relationships, and by the intelligence that beats your heart without you needing to control it. Life has always been supporting you, even when you doubted it. This thought opens a door. When you repeat it, your energy begins to align with trust instead of tension. You begin to notice the subtle ways life takes care of you, how the right person appears at the right time, how solutions come when you stop forcing them, how the smallest moments of beauty remind you that you are guided. Life supports me in every possible way. You can hold this thought for 7 seconds and something beautiful happens within you. Your mind softens, your breath steadies, and a sense of calm replaces fear. The universe begins to move in rhythm with your trust. Opportunities start to flow more easily because your energy is no longer blocking them. You might start to notice synchronicities, little signs that reassure you that life is indeed working with you. You may receive an unexpected message or a new idea or a feeling of peace about something that once worried you. This is not coincidence. It's alignment. The more you hold this thought, the more you begin to live in harmony with abundance. Let's look at why this thought is so powerful. When you say, "Life supports me," you are affirming your connection with the divine intelligence that created everything. You're acknowledging that you are not alone, that you are part of a larger flow. That acknowledgement brings peace. And when you add, "in every possible way," you expand your mind beyond limitation. You invite abundance to express itself through all forms: money, health, relationships, creativity, and peace of mind. The secret is not in how loudly you say it, but in how deeply you feel it. The universe responds to your vibration, not your volume. So when you hold this thought with feeling, even for a few seconds, it becomes a seed of light in your subconscious. That seed grows quietly, reshaping old beliefs of fear and replacing them with faith. You might say this thought throughout the day, in the morning as you wake, or at night before you rest. You can say it when you feel uncertain, or when you are about to take a step into something new. Life supports me in every possible way. Feel the comfort of those words wrap around you like a warm blanket. Every time you repeat it, you are programming your mind to expect good, to look for evidence of support. And because the universe mirrors your expectation, more and more signs of support appear. That's how abundance grows, not from force, but from faith. You see, the mind and body are always listening to each other. When you think a thought of fear, your body reacts immediately. Your muscles tighten, your heartbeat changes, your stomach may even clench. But when you think a thought of trust, when you tell yourself, "Life supports me," your entire body relaxes. The tension melts, your breath becomes deeper, your nervous system shifts from survival to safety. This is why abundance is not just a mental practice, it's also a physical one. The body needs to feel safe in order to receive. When you are tense, you block the natural flow of energy, but when you are relaxed, the flow returns. You begin to feel lighter, more peaceful, and more open to inspiration. Every loving thought you think sends a message to your body that it is safe to thrive. Your cells respond by releasing stress, by balancing your energy, by creating more vitality. When you think thoughts of abundance, you are not only attracting prosperity, you are healing your body. Take a moment right now to notice your breath. Feel it moving gently in and out. Place your hand on your heart and say softly, "I am safe. Life supports me in every possible way." Feel the warmth beneath your hand. That warmth is your life force, the same life force that animates all creation. It wants to move freely through you to express itself as health, love, creativity, and success. Abundance flows where there is openness. It flows through a body that feels safe and a mind that trusts. This is why I always say, the first step to abundance is loving yourself. When you love yourself, you stop fighting life. You stop resisting your own good. You begin to treat yourself kindly, to rest when you need to believe that you deserve what you desire. If your body feels heavy or tired, speak to it with compassion. Tell it that it's doing a wonderful job. Thank it for carrying you through every challenge. Gratitude relaxes the body and opens the flow of energy again. You see, abundance doesn't only mean financial comfort. It means feeling good in your body, at peace in your mind, and connected in your heart. When you live with thoughts of love and gratitude, your body glows with health, your mind becomes calm, and life begins to respond in beautiful ways. You might start to notice that things you once struggled to get now come to you with ease. You may find that you sleep better, smile more, and attract people who match your new vibration. This is abundance in action. Your body is your partner in creation. It listens to every word you say, every thought you think. Speak to it with love. Tell it that you are safe now. Tell it that good things are happening. As your body relaxes, your energy field expands, and you become a magnet for prosperity in all forms. If ever you feel overwhelmed, come back to your breath. Breathe in the thought, life supports me. Breathe out any tension, any fear, any doubt. Feel the balance returning. Feel the peace flowing back into your heart. Abundance begins as an inner feeling, not an outer condition. When you cultivate the feeling of abundance, the conditions around you naturally adjust to reflect it. That's how energy works. That's how creation unfolds. And it all begins with one loving thought, held for just 7 seconds, felt with sincerity, believed with an open heart. Life is always ready to meet you halfway. It's never too late, and you're never too far behind. Every moment is a new beginning. Every breath is another chance to align with the flow of good. You have everything you need within you right now. You have the power to think a new thought, to create a new vibration, to invite a new reality. You are deeply loved, always supported, and infinitely abundant. Life is on your side. It always has been. And as you continue to choose thoughts of trust, love, and openness, you'll find that abundance doesn't just visit, it becomes your natural way of living. My dear one, let us now move into a beautiful, simple practice, something you can do anywhere, anytime, to align yourself with the energy of abundance. I call it the 7-second practice. It is easy, natural, and deeply powerful. You don't need tools or rituals. You only need your attention and your heart. Begin by sitting or standing quietly. Take a slow, gentle breath in. Feel the air enter your body. Feel your chest rise softly. Then breathe out slowly, letting your shoulders drop. In this stillness, think one loving, abundant thought. Perhaps, life supports me in every possible way, or I am open to receiving all the good life offers. Hold that thought in your mind and heart for 7 slow seconds. Let it fill your awareness completely. Don't rush. Let the feeling grow a little stronger with each heartbeat. 7 seconds may not seem like much, but when you are truly present, it is eternity. In those moments, your energy becomes focused, clear, and radiant. You are broadcasting abundance into the universe, and the universe is listening. As you hold this thought, you may notice your body relaxing. You may feel warmth in your chest or a peaceful silence in your mind. This is your energy shifting. You are aligning yourself with the frequency of abundance. The more often you do this, the more natural it becomes. Try this practice several times a day, when you wake up, before you eat, when you take a short break, or as you lie down to sleep. Let it become a rhythm, a habit of peace. Each time you hold that abundant thought for 7 seconds, you are watering the seeds of prosperity within you. Those seeds begin to grow quietly, effortlessly. Life starts to meet you with open arms. If you ever feel doubt or fear, return to this practice. Let it be your anchor. It doesn't matter what is happening outside of you. Your inner focus determines your experience. You can always come back to your breath, back to the calm within, and hold one gentle, empowering thought. You might like to journal after your 7-second moments. Write down how you feel, what thoughts arise, what signs of abundance you notice throughout the day. This strengthens your connection with the flow of good and helps your mind recognize how supported you truly are. The beauty of this practice is in its simplicity. It reminds you that you don't need to do 100 things to create change. You only need to hold one loving thought for 7 seconds, and life begins to rearrange itself for your highest good. Now, my dear, let's speak together some affirmations that carry the vibration of abundance. Affirmations are not magic words. They are reminders of truth. They reprogram the subconscious mind to believe in possibility instead of limitation. As you say them, let them sink into your heart. Feel them. Don't just repeat them. I am open and ready to receive all the good that life offers me. Abundance flows to me easily and naturally. Every day I attract new opportunities and joyful experiences. My income expands constantly as I trust the process of life. Life supports me in every possible way. I deserve prosperity, love, and peace. I celebrate the abundance that is already in my life. I am a magnet for miracles and divine blessings. You can say these affirmations in the morning as you prepare for the day, or at night to release worry and invite peace. Say them in the mirror if you can. Look into your own eyes and tell yourself these truths. At first, it may feel unfamiliar, but with time, your reflection will begin to smile back. You will see the strength, the beauty, and the divine light that has always lived within you. Every affirmation you say plants a seed in your subconscious mind. When watered with belief and repetition, it grows into new experiences. You don't have to know how. It's not your job to manage the process. Your job is to think, feel, and allow. The universe will take care of the details. You may also wish to add your own affirmations, personal ones that feel natural and true. Speak to yourself kindly, just as you would to someone you love deeply. You are the most important person in your life, and your words create your world. As your mind fills with these abundant ideas, you will notice a gentle shift in how you move through life. You'll begin to live abundance, not just think about it. You'll notice beauty where you once saw problems. You'll feel grateful instead of anxious. You'll begin to trust that everything truly is working out for your good. Now, let's talk about how to bring this awareness into your everyday living. Abundance is not a once-a-day practice. It is a way of being. It's in the way you greet the morning, the way you eat your meals, the way you talk to yourself and others. Every small act can be filled with love and gratitude. When you wake up, take a moment before you get out of bed to say, "Thank you, life, for another beautiful day." This simple habit begins your day with appreciation. Gratitude is the foundation of abundance. It multiplies whatever you give attention to. When you notice what is good, more good flows in. As you move through the day, bless everything you touch. Bless your food, your work, your home, your money, your relationships. Bless the people who cross your path. Silent blessings carry enormous power. They keep your energy high and your heart open. If a challenge appears, instead of falling into fear, say to yourself, "This too is part of my growth, and I trust that good will come from it." This keeps you in harmony with life's rhythm. Remember, every situation holds a gift when you are willing to see it. At night before you sleep, think of 3 things you are grateful for. Feel that gratitude deeply. It could be something as simple as a smile from a stranger, a warm meal, or a peaceful breath. As you fall asleep in that vibration, your subconscious mind continues to create abundance while you rest. You may also wish to write a small note each day that says, "I am abundant." Place it somewhere you can see it, on your mirror, your desk, or by your bed. Let it be a daily reminder of who you truly are. As you continue to live this way, abundance will stop feeling like something you chase and start feeling like something you are. You will notice that you begin to give more freely, not because you must, but because you overflow. You will share love, time, and kindness without fear of loss, because you understand that giving and receiving are one and the same. When you feel abundant inside, you naturally attract abundance outside. Life becomes a dance of giving and receiving, flowing effortlessly. This is the natural order of the universe, circulation, not scarcity. And so, my dear, as we come to the close of this time together, I want to remind you of something very important. You are not separate from abundance. You are not a small being trying to reach for something greater. You are part of the infinite intelligence that creates worlds. You are a divine expression of life itself. The power that breathes through the universe breathes through you. The same energy that moves galaxies moves your heart. When you hold one loving, abundant thought for 7 seconds, you awaken that universal power within. You become the channel through which life expresses its limitless good. Never doubt your worthiness. Never believe that you are less than the abundance you seek. You are the abundance. You are the love. You are the miracle. All the prosperity, joy, and peace you desire already exist within you, waiting for your permission to flow. Trust life. Let it unfold gently. You do not need to struggle or prove anything. You only need to relax into your natural state of being, which is pure love and pure abundance. Each thought of gratitude, each breath of trust, each moment of awareness is a doorway to greater good. So as you move forward, carry this truth in your heart. Life supports you in every possible way. It always has. You are safe, you are loved, you are guided, and you are richly blessed. Each time you pause for 7 seconds and think a loving thought, you are co-creating a new world, one filled with ease, beauty, and endless possibility. You are awakening to the truth of who you are, an unlimited being in an unlimited universe. My beautiful soul, as we come into these final moments together, I want you to truly feel the power that lives within you. You have begun to understand that your thoughts are not small, they are living currents of energy. You have seen how 7 seconds of focus can open a doorway to infinite possibility. And now, I want you to live this truth, not just as an idea, but as your natural way of being. Each day, as you move through your world, allow this practice to walk beside you. When you feel a moment of tension, stop and breathe. Bring to mind one loving, abundant thought. Hold it gently, as if it were a small flame in your hands. Let that flame warm you from the inside out. 7 seconds of light can change the tone of an entire day. You might be surprised at how life begins to respond. You may notice that things that once felt difficult now unfold with grace. Conversations become easier. New ideas arrive at just the right moment. What you once called coincidence, you'll now recognize as alignment. Life has always been listening to you. It's just that now you are speaking the language of abundance. As you continue to practice this awareness, you'll find that it begins to spill naturally into everything you do. You'll start each morning not with worry, but with quiet gratitude. You'll walk through your day knowing that life is on your side. You'll look around and see that abundance was never something distant. It was always here, surrounding you in ways big and small. Even the smallest things, a warm cup of tea, sunlight through the window, the laughter of someone nearby, will begin to feel rich, sacred, and full. That's what happens when your heart opens to abundance. Ordinary moments turn extraordinary. You begin to see that you are living inside a universe that loves to give. Every time you practice this, you strengthen your trust. You teach your mind that safety is here, not later. You remind your body that peace is possible, not someday, but now. The more you do this, the more life mirrors that peace back to you. You are learning to live in partnership with life, to dance with it instead of resist it. This is what true abundance feels like. It's not about how much you have. It's about how open you are to receiving and appreciating what is already present. Let us now bring our awareness to the heart, the sacred center where your divine energy flows. Place your hand there for a moment. Feel its steady rhythm. That rhythm is the pulse of the universe, beating through you. You are not separate from life. You are the life. You are not apart from abundance. You are its expression. Every heartbeat affirms your connection to infinite supply. As you go through your days, you will find that abundance is not limited to money or possessions. It is kindness flowing toward you. It is the joy of helping another. It is the laughter that lightens your spirit. It is the ideas that come when you least expect them. It is the comfort of knowing you are guided, always. Sometimes, when the old habits of fear or lack return, and they might, because the mind is still learning, be gentle with yourself. You don't need to push those thoughts away or fight them. Just notice them, breathe, and gently choose again. Say softly to yourself, I am safe. I am loved. Life supports me in every possible way. And then hold that thought for 7 seconds. Let it replace the fear. Let it remind you of who you truly are. Every time you do this, you are retraining your subconscious mind to expect good. You are teaching it that abundance is normal, that prosperity is natural, that love is your default state. Eventually, you won't need to remind yourself. It will simply be how you live, how you think, how you breathe. Life will begin to mirror that inner abundance back to you in beautiful, almost magical ways. You may receive unexpected blessings. You may attract new opportunities. You may find yourself smiling more, worrying less, and moving through life with calm confidence. This is what happens when you live in harmony with universal flow. Abundance loves a grateful heart. So keep gratitude as your daily companion. Each evening before you sleep, think of 3 things you appreciate about that day. They don't have to be grand. Sometimes the smallest joys hold the greatest beauty. The sound of rain, a kind word, a peaceful moment of stillness, all of these are signs of abundance. Gratitude multiplies whatever it touches. When you give thanks for the good you already have, you call forth even more of it. And remember, my dear, the universe never forgets a loving vibration. Every thought of kindness, every act of generosity, every breath of trust becomes part of the great pattern of creation. The energy you send out always returns multiplied, so fill your days with love. Bless others silently as you go about your work. Speak words of encouragement to yourself and to the world. This is how you live as the source of abundance, not by grasping, but by giving, not by worrying, but by trusting. When you know that life supports you, you no longer fear sharing your gifts. You understand that the more you give from a full heart, the more space you create for good to flow back. You become a channel for universal prosperity, and life moves through you with ease. There is a calm joy in realizing that you are already enough. You don't need to fix yourself or earn love or prove your worth. You are whole. You are divine. You are complete. From that wholeness, abundance naturally flows. It's like a river. When it's not blocked by fear, it finds its way effortlessly, nourishing everything in its path. And so, my dear one, as we come to this gentle close, take a deep, peaceful breath. Let it fill you completely. Feel that life is breathing with you, supporting you in this very moment. There is no struggle in this breath, only flow. That is how life wants to move through you, easily, joyfully, abundantly. You are not asking for too much when you desire more good. You are asking to remember who you are. You are asking to return to your natural state of ease and trust. The universe delights in your openness. It celebrates your willingness to receive. So walk forward now, not in haste, but in quiet confidence. Know that you are deeply loved, profoundly guided, and infinitely supported. Wherever you go, life goes with you. Wherever you stand, abundance stands beside you. Hold this truth gently in your heart. Life supports me in every possible way. Let it be the melody that carries you through each day. Whisper it when you wake. Breathe it when you rest. Feel it in the pauses between thoughts. Because in those pauses, abundance lives. And as you do, you will see that you are no longer waiting for abundance to arrive. You are living it. You are radiating it. You are becoming it. The outer world will begin to mirror that inner transformation in every way. Everything you've been seeking, peace, love, joy, prosperity, is already within you, waiting for your attention. And now you have the key: 7 seconds of loving thought, 7 seconds of trust, 7 seconds of remembering who you are. From this day forward, may every breath remind you that abundance is your birthright. May every thought you think be filled with kindness. May every step you take be guided by faith. And when you doubt, come back to this truth: I am one with the infinite richness of life. I am safe. I am supported. I am love. I am abundance itself. Take one final gentle breath now. Feel the peace that fills your heart. Feel the warmth that comes when you remember your connection to all that is. Life loves you, my dear. Life has always loved you. And as you open to that love, abundance flows endlessly, beautifully, and eternally through you. You are blessed beyond measure. You are whole. You are divine. You are free.